Have you ever woken up feeling a bit sluggish, like your energy just isn't what it used to be? Maybe you've noticed it takes a little longer to get going in the morning, or you're wondering if there's something you could do to feel more vibrant as the day starts. Well, you're not alone, and I'm so glad you're here with me today on Happiness After 60, because we're going to talk about something that can make a real difference in how you feel, starting with the very first meal of the day. Breakfast isn't just about filling your stomach. For those of us over 60, it's a chance to set the tone for our health, our mood, and even our longevity. In this video, we're diving into 3 of the best breakfast dishes that can boost your energy, keep your heart strong, and help you feel your best. These aren't complicated recipes or trendy fads. They're simple, delicious meals designed with senior health in mind, and I promise you'll want to try them all. Let's start by thinking about why breakfast matters so much as we age. Our bodies change over time, don't they? Metabolism slows down, our muscles need a little extra love, and our hearts deserve all the support we can give them. A good breakfast can help with all of that, but not just any breakfast. Those sugary cereals or heavy, greasy meals might have been fine when we were younger, but now they can leave us feeling tired or bloated. Instead, we need meals that are packed with nutrients, easy to digest, and, let's be honest, taste amazing. That's exactly what we're exploring today. Dishes that check all those boxes and make you excited to sit down at the table. The first breakfast dish I want to share with you is a warm, comforting bowl of oatmeal with a senior-friendly twist. Now, I know what you might be thinking, oatmeal sounds a bit boring, right? But hear me out, because this isn't your average bowl of mush. Oats are a powerhouse for heart health, and that's so important as we get older. They're loaded with fiber, which can help lower cholesterol and keep your blood sugar steady. Plus, they're gentle on the stomach, which is a blessing if digestion isn't as smooth as it used to be. To make this dish special, start with rolled oats, about half a cup cooked in water or low-fat milk. Here's where the magic happens. Add a handful of fresh blueberries and a sprinkle of chopped walnuts. Blueberries are like little bursts of antioxidants, fighting off inflammation and keeping your brain sharp. Walnuts bring in those healthy omega-3 fats that are great for your heart and joints. If you like a touch of sweetness, drizzle just a teaspoon of honey or maple syrup, natural, not processed sugar. It's simple, but every bite is packed with flavor and goodness. I remember my friend Susan, who's 68 and always on the go. She used to skip breakfast or grab a donut, but she told me she felt tired by noon. When she started having this oatmeal combo a few times a week, she noticed she had more energy to keep up with her grandkids and even her morning walks felt easier. That's the kind of change we're aiming for, small tweaks that add up to big results. You can prep the oats the night before if mornings are busy, and it reheats beautifully. Just pop it in the microwave, add your toppings, and you're set. It's a dish that feels like a warm hug, and who doesn't need that to start the day? Now, let's shift gears and talk about another breakfast that's just as easy but brings a different set of benefits to the table. Picture this, a plate with a perfectly cooked veggie-packed omelet, golden and fluffy, paired with a slice of whole-grain toast. Eggs are such a fantastic choice for seniors, and I'll tell you why. They're one of the best sources of high-quality protein, which is crucial for maintaining muscle strength as we age. Losing muscle can make everyday tasks like carrying groceries or climbing stairs harder, but protein helps keep you strong. Eggs also have choline, a nutrient that supports brain health, something we all want to keep sharp. For this omelet, whisk 2 eggs and pour them into a non-stick pan. Toss in some chopped spinach, diced tomatoes, and a little bit of shredded low-fat cheese. Spinach is a superstar for your eyes and bones, and tomatoes add a dose of lycopene, which is great for your heart. I love how versatile this dish is. You can swap the veggies based on what you have, maybe some mushrooms or bell peppers one day. The key is keeping it colorful to get a range of nutrients. Pair it with a slice of whole grain toast for extra fiber, which helps with digestion and keeps you full longer. My neighbor Tom, who's 72, swears by this breakfast. He used to think eggs were bad for cholesterol, but his doctor set him straight. Eggs in moderation are fine for most people, especially when you skip the greasy bacon or sausage on the side. Tom says this meal keeps him satisfied until lunch, and he's even lost a few pounds since he started eating it regularly. It's proof that healthy can be delicious and filling. As we wrap up these first two dishes, you're probably starting to see a pattern: meals that are simple, nutrient-rich, and designed to support your body in all the ways that matter most. We've got one more breakfast to explore, and it's a game changer, especially if you love something a little sweet in the morning. Stick with me, because we're about to dive into a dish that's as good for your taste buds as it is for your health. If you're enjoying this so far, I'd love for you to hit that like button and subscribe to Happiness After 60. It really helps us keep sharing tips like these. Now, let's talk about our third breakfast dish, and I think you're going to love it as much as I do. Imagine a creamy, refreshing smoothie bowl that's not only delicious but also a powerhouse for your bones, joints, and energy levels. Smoothie bowls are perfect for seniors because they're easy to eat, especially if chewing is a challenge, and you can pack them with nutrients without feeling heavy. This one starts with a base of plain Greek yogurt, which is fantastic for your gut health. The probiotics in yogurt support digestion, and it's also high in calcium and protein to keep your bones strong and muscles supported. Here's how you make it. Scoop about 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt into a blender. Add half a frozen banana for natural sweetness and potassium, which is great for your blood pressure. Toss in a handful of frozen berries. Strawberries or mixed berries work wonderfully. Berries are low in sugar but high in antioxidants, which help fight aging at the cellular level. Blend it with a splash of almond milk until it's smooth but thick, then pour it into a bowl. Now, here's the fun part: sprinkle on some toppings. A tablespoon of chia seeds adds fiber and omega-3s, and a few sliced almonds bring a nice crunch and some vitamin E for your skin. If you want a little extra flavor, a dusting of cinnamon can help regulate blood sugar. My cousin Linda, who's 65, was skeptical about smoothie bowls at first. She thought they were just for younger folks. But after trying this recipe, she's hooked. She loves how it feels light but keeps her full, and she's noticed her joints feel less stiff since she started including chia seeds. The best part? You can make it in under 5 minutes, and it's like having dessert for breakfast without any guilt. If you're worried about the cold temperature, let it sit for a few minutes after blending. It's just as tasty at room temp. This dish is all about giving your body a nutrient boost while treating yourself to something that feels special. As we've been chatting about these breakfasts, I hope you're feeling inspired to try something new. Each of these dishes, oatmeal with berries and walnuts, a veggie omelet with whole grain toast, and this smoothie bowl, brings something unique to the table. They're not just about eating, they're about nourishing your body so you can live your days with more energy, strength, and joy. But we're not done yet, because there's more to explore about how these meals can fit into your life and make a lasting impact. Let's keep the conversation going and think about how to make these breakfasts a regular part of your routine. One of the biggest challenges I hear from folks over 60 is finding the time or motivation to cook, especially if you're cooking for one or dealing with a busy schedule. The beauty of these dishes is how flexible and forgiving they are. Take the oatmeal, for example. You can make a big batch on Sunday and portion it out for the week. Just reheat a serving each morning, add your toppings, and you're good to go. It's a time saver that doesn't skimp on nutrition. Or, if you're not a morning person, the smoothie bowl can be prepped the night before. Just store the blended mix in the fridge and add toppings when you're ready to eat. The omelet might sound like it takes more effort, but it's quicker than you think. Once you've chopped your veggies, you can keep them in a container in the fridge for a few days, so all you need to do is whisk the eggs and cook. If arthritis or hand strength is an issue, try using pre-chopped veggies from the store. There's no shame in making things easier on yourself. The goal is to make these meals work for you, not to add stress. I think of my friend Margaret, who's 70 and lives alone. She used to rely on frozen waffles, but she started experimenting with these recipes and found they're just as quick and make her feel so much better. She even invites her neighbor over for omelet mornings sometimes, and it's become a little tradition that brightens her week. Another thing to consider is how these breakfasts can support specific health goals. Maybe you're watching your blood pressure or trying to keep your cholesterol in check. The oatmeal's fiber and the smoothie bowl's potassium are fantastic for both. If you're managing diabetes, these meals are low in added sugars and high in nutrients that help stabilize blood sugar. Even if you're just looking to feel more energized, the protein and healthy fats in these dishes give you steady fuel without the crashes you get from processed foods. It's like giving your body a head start every morning. As we wrap up our time together, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've explored. We started with a hearty bowl of oatmeal, loaded with blueberries and walnuts to support your heart and brain. Then we moved to a protein-packed veggie omelet that keeps your muscles strong and your eyes healthy. And finally, we dove into a smoothie bowl that's as good for your bones as it is for your taste buds. These aren't just recipes, they're tools to help you feel stronger, happier, and more like yourself, no matter your age. I want to leave you with a little encouragement. You don't have to overhaul your whole routine to see a difference. Start with one of these breakfasts a few times a week and see how you feel. Maybe try the oatmeal tomorrow and notice if you have a bit more pep in your step. Small changes like these can add up to big wins for your health and your happiness. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you tried any of these dishes before, or do you have a favorite breakfast that keeps you going? Share your thoughts, because this community is all about learning from each other. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tips on living your best life after 60. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us keep bringing you content like this. Let's keep taking care of ourselves and each other, one delicious breakfast at a time. Here's to waking up feeling great and living joyfully at every age. I'll see you in the next video.